me go back on here.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jizzy.
I tried. Here we go.
You ever wonder about the music industry and the corporate greed, everything that goes on that everybody talks about? But yet their fathers are third in line at companies like AT&T and Mr. Red Shaw. You ever wonder about the fraudulence? Do you think that these frauds should be shown a lesson in humility?
What's up, man? I tried to mess with something because I didn't know what it was and I couldn't get back. I should actually do where you can go in live, but it's like you're not actually live on the channel. I should mess with all the controls.
My name is Chip Boy. They call me Jizzy. Some of my friends call me Smiley. Some of them call me Jit. I'm an actual signed artist on Atlantic Records for over 40 years. 40 years. And I write for some of the biggest celebrities on the planet. On the planet. I am real. I am also the one that exposes the truth. I'm the one that's gonna show you where the paperwork lies. I'm not gonna show you some phony letterhead that vendors suing everybody when
What's
they're
up,
not
Michael?
suing people. All for clicks on
My
YouTube.
other pad.
We need a YouTube purge. We need to get rid of all the shills, the grifters, all the liars and BS people. Rick Beato never made it in the music industry.
What's up, Pawn Shop? Yeah, there's some controls on the Restream that I don't even know what they are. There's so much on here. It's crazy. Like it has all kinds of categories, and I don't even know what some of them are, to be honest. Oh, you like that song? Let's see if I got guitar sound still. Here we go. We got sound. We got stuff. It's rolling. It's rolling. I don't even see what I can't even see on there. Wonder if I click on. I'm not gonna click on that right now because I don't know what that does. There's something else on there. I wanna see what it does badly, but I don't want to click on it. Yeah. So I get the Black Star Amp 3 tomorrow. I'd like to give a shout out to the guys at the Studio Rats over in the UK. I was on their live stream, commenting, and one of the guys goes, "Oh man, I watched this guy the other day. He had me laughing in stitches." And he goes, "Yeah, he's a real player." He goes, "But I'll tell you right now, he doesn't hold back." I was like, "Nice, wake and bake." There you go. So I was like, "Man, that's funny." I said, "I'm glad I made you laugh." I think it was the one with that foray which was a Zach. I think it was Zach that was going off on him. So I think he caught that live. And so Paul, the really good guitar player, he said he was going to check out the channel. So maybe he's going to come on here today. He's a great guitar player, the Studio Rats. So I was on there live. I also was on the pedal. What is it called? The pedal guys or the pedals something. It's an older guy with like a beard. They're UK, but he was on something called Rigs and Gigs or something. It was a live stream, and I kept trying to ask him, "Hey man, how much is that pedal board?" Because the pedal board he was playing through was like 10 grand. I'm like, why would you fucking waste your money? I could buy 2 Kempers, a guitar cab, a power amp, and a fucking guitar. It just don't. And these are guys that aren't even gigging. Like that, it makes no sense to me. And then I guess Bad Brad got kicked out of a instrument shop. I get it. Oh my god. And I said to him on his channel, I said, I'll show you. I posted Dose of Reality because, I started looking up, because a lot of these social media guys, they end up delusionary. So I actually wanted to look up if there was any truth to that. And then here's what I found. First, here's the Bad Brad thing. I said it's a reality check. So Bad Brad got kicked out of a music shop, and that's what I told him. It's a dose of reality, bro. You ain't fucking nobody. Social media guitar influencers often confuse high algorithmic engagement, vanity metrics, and targeted niche applause with real world fame and industry pull, living inside a digital echo chamber where every clip receives thousands of likes, distorts their perspective, making micro fame feel like mainstream cultural impact. Echo chamber effect. I never heard of this stuff. Confusing skills and draw, gear sponsorship bundle. There's a whole thing on this. I don't know if you guys can see that. So basically, what happens is these guys get on here and their channel gets popular, like the Philip McKnights and the Bad Brads, and they end up thinking that they're somebody that they're not. The Rhett Scholes and these guys. In the industry, the real music industry, they're not anything. I don't care if you think you were a professional guitar player in Nashville for 30 years playing with Colt Ford, who sucked. You're not a famous guitar player. The only one out of the Colt Ford band that was famous was Colt Ford. Nobody knows who the fuck the drummer is or the bass player. They live in a reality bubble that's geared around them. So, and what do I mean by that? It means that they think that the world evolves around them, that they're the center of the universe. So everything spins around them. But what they don't realize is when you take you out of the equation, that world still goes around. There's just nothing there. You're only putting yourself in the center instead of actually making it something that's realistic. That, if and to be honest, most of you guys know you ain't delusionary. With the idea of having fame and stuff like that. Like, I act like a normal fucking guy because I am. I never let that shit go to my head. I'm not going to, ever. I'm just a fucking dude that got lucky. It's like thinking that you're one of God's chosen because you won the fucking lottery. No, you got fucking lucky. That's it. It's a matter of luck. You were in the right place at the right fucking time. That's all there is to it. But I wanted to give a shout out to the Studio Rats and Paul and them guys. I don't know all their names, but they're really nice guys. Now there was a guy, I think it was called 40 Watts. He has a podcast, and at first he was like, well, because he was making fun of Bud Cole, and he said stuff like, this and that, and he said, I can't do it because I have a deal with Sweetwater and they sell Fender. I go, so why are you doing business with them? He's like, well, that's not how business works. Yes, it is. If you don't like that they sell Fender or this or that, or you got a problem, like, you should not have a problem with Bud Cole. Maybe you don't like what he says, but what he does as a company, he's not selling the guitars direct. He's not in Guitar Center pitching it. He's not saying anything to us. He doesn't send me letters. I don't email him. It's one of those things where people are delusionary, like, well, I don't like what he said. Well, too fucking bad. A lot of people don't like what you said, but they're still friends with you. Oh, you got yourself some of that Vicks Vapor Rub? Dude, that helps a lot. The Vapor Rub helps immensely. You see, like, I can't see how many people are on here. Usually it'll tell me. What if I click it? I'm afraid to click it. I wonder if I turn it this way. Let me see. It'll just change the angle, right? But does it actually say the count? Let me see. Welcome demo. No, it don't do nothing. I don't know, man. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, 15? Yeah, usually I can see the number for some reason. I must have hit something when I was messing around. Yeah. I don't know what I did. But yeah, usually there's like a person icon, and right next to it, usually a number. I could click it, but I'm afraid that that might mess me up again. I'll do it later. See if I can figure some of this stuff out. How far up do you go? I used to put it just around my nose, like right underneath, like on the edges. I wouldn't stick it all the way up there. It's a smart camera. Yeah. And then who else did I watch yesterday? I was watching those kids out of Canada, Michigan, ultrasonic, and then someone's like, "Please don't name drop." I'm like, "Listen, don't tell me what to do. Mind your own fucking business. If I want to help these kids, maybe I'll help the kids. Stay the fuck out of it before you piss me off and I don't help them, and then you're to blame because I don't like what you fucking say." People are stupid and ignorant. They always got to butt into someone else's conversation, and when they have no business in there. And that's kind of like the Bud Cole thing. You ain't got no business. If he's talking and somebody happens to film it at a meeting, the person that filmed it at the meeting is the one responsible for showing that. It's not like Bud Cole wanted that to go all the way around. It's stupid shit. Brooklyn tennis nuts and Gigi. I saw Gigi last night. Do you know Randy's guitars? He does a lot of the vintage stuff. I'm friends with him. Oh, you need a smart battery for your dumb camera? Yeah, why did they call it a smart camera? Smartphone. My phone ain't smart. Yeah, I came on a little early. They'll probably all come on soon. But yeah, there was a so Jerry's guitars. He does like a lot of these vintage guitar things, and he travels all over the United States. He's got a pretty cool channel, and he's not a dick. It was his birthday last night, so I was on his live stream, and I saw there was a couple of people on there. One of them was Gigi and stuff. He kind of gave me a shout out at the end, which was really cool. Randy's a really good dude too, but it was interesting. So there I didn't know the tennis, not tennis nuts, but the studio rats. Actually, one of the guys who was watching the channel, he said he happened to catch it a couple times. I had him in stitches, which is cool. It's going all over the world, so at least there's even bigger channels watching. This whole thing with Bad Brad, he went into a guitar shop and they kicked him out basically. And he's like, "I don't know, man. You did I could have got him thousands of views and blah blah." No one gives a fuck who you are, bro. You're a fucking social media guy. No one gives a shit. Like, I don't think that I'm gonna get special privilege when I go in a Guitar Center or a fucking restaurant. I'm not that guy. I'll sit there and wait with the rest of them. If somebody brings in a dog or something, I'll, "Hey, I'm not that asshole that's gonna fucking, you know who I am?" Kind of, or get my feelings hurt because nobody knows who the fuck I am. I could give two shits. I actually like it that nobody knows me. Besides like on here and stuff, I like the idea of being able to walk around. I'm not gonna walk into a guitar shop and this is why I left Virginia and blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. That's all a crock of shit. He's letting his ego get the best of him. That's all it is. But that's happening a lot with a lot of the YouTube people. They think they're somebody special, but they're I guarantee you guys in a few years you're gonna see the YouTube anonymous group for social media influencers who can't cope with reality in real life anymore. A battery show would be interesting. Oh, my buddy Taylor Anderson, he played bass with like Kip Winger. Well, he played guitar with Kip Winger and Lita Ford. He played bass with who did was it Cinderella? One of those bands. He actually owns a battery store, which is interesting that you say that. Trouble with that. Now I know you can get chargeable batteries. They make chargeable batteries that last to the last minute and just cut off, so it's not like a slow depletion of power. but they're like $30 for two batteries, which I thought about buying. You can get them at Guitar Center, maybe online. But yeah, so this pedal show guy, he was showing one of the pedals was it was called a CB something Bad Mood. It's a cool pedal, but nobody would answer my questions. I'm like, how much is the pedal? How much is that whole pedal board? Jerry was on there as well. They would not answer. Wouldn't answer. I'm like, so I looked up the pedal and people were like, you could look it up. I'm like, it's $400 for one pedal. How much is that pedal board? Realistically, like, you're shilling pedals that most people can't afford. Like, why am I going to buy one pedal that does an effect that I'll use like maybe twice a show at most? You know what I mean? It's not like it's an overdrive or a reverb pedal where I'm going to use it most of the time. I don't. It's just baffling to me the amount of stuff. Now, the only thing I can say about shilling pedals is you're going to get what you hear because there's no way to alter the pedals. You know what I mean? Unless it's Wazacraft. And I did. It's called the Pedal Show. I enjoy watching them, but they were on Gigs and Rigs or something. But yeah, there's, I don't know. And who is this other guy? So this other guy keeps swearing. He's like, that's not always the case. He's talking about Fender neck pockets. Now, Tennis Nuts, he just bought a custom shop. There's no problem with the neck pocket. Here's my other Fender. USA. Do you see anything wrong with the neck pocket? I don't see anything wrong with that. I get about 6 Fenders in here, plus the Charvels, the Jacksons. I don't see here even the Squire. Talking about how there's big gaps. This is a cheap guitar, Squire. There's no gap issue there. And he's saying that Fender has a neck gap problem. Bullshit, man. Why do these guys insist to fight with you and it's such bullshit lies? I don't understand. I don't get it. Is there any more Fenders over there? I get the Fender Telly over there. Even Jackson's owned by Fender. What? Because it's... But, you know, like, here's a great example. 3 bolts on a Jackson. And he was complaining about the 3 bolts on his 70s or something. There's nothing wrong with 3 bolts if it's done properly. I don't get it. And I haven't heard the guy play. Maybe we're going to have to do that right here. Let me see if I can find this guy's name real quick. That's what I was originally doing. Let's see his, let's check his channel. Can we do that? Let's see. We'll go on to here. We'll go on to YouTube. There's a track. Hold on, let's take a listen to the track. I started to listen to this track. Reminded me of Mechanic Jam. here's a great example. Let's use this. Hey, what's up, RF? Can I use this without getting in trouble? I'm guessing this is an E. This is where you can look at some of the notes not they land on. See? E sounds better. Why? Because it's got an A in that D chord. What's the 5 of the A? Even though those notes are in E, they don't always. Yeah, some of that stuff, depending on where you start. No good. All right. So that didn't sound good. So I'd be better off up here. Here's the 5 of the B. There's that D again. Which means I can go into the D pentatonic as well, even though that's not an E minor. There's all kinds of choices that you can do in there. Stepping into the ocean. The beach would be cool. So stuff like this. It just depends on stuff like that. That's a cool track. We'll go back to that. Find this guy's name. Let me see. That just popped up. Could be big waves in the surf. Oh wait, let me see. Can I see on? It just depends on stuff like that. That's a cool track. I'm watching my live on my live. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Matrix, the live inside the live. That just popped up. Could be big waves in the surf. Oh wait, let me go to my channel. I wonder if can I see comments? Let me go to subscriptions. Is that it? Let me see. Oh wait, I can see it. Tone Junkies. Hey dude, yeah, this is PRS is my favorite at the moment. It's really grown on me. I like him too. Guitar Hustler Dan. Thanks, brother. Studio Rats. Alright, let me see this guy. He's called Fortress. Let me see if I can go to the channel. I didn't get a strike, but I got a copyright thing on the Zach Wild.
Hey guys, Mark Fretting It Forward. Welcome to my humble abode. Today we're going to talk about neck pockets. The early days when I first bought my first guitar, which is my Fender Strat, my first guitar ever that I purchased here.
So basically,
about
and I don't want to insult the guy too bad.
As a young boy of 15-ish,
I hate
went
to
with
tell
my
you,
father to...
Nobody gives a fuck about your 1970s guitar, number one. Number two, you're completely wrong about neck pockets. I got 10 Strats in here, 10 Fender guitars, maybe more. I have no issue with a neck pocket. Bad Brad thinks he's Nicky Six. Yeah. Oh, really? You had a friend that takes it apart? Yeah, some of those guys, you know. And let's see, we probably could go back. Let me see. That track was kind of cool, actually. Let me see if I could get back on there. How do I do that? Oh, this is the one they mentioned me on. That the Studio Rats. It's funny because I didn't expect them to mention me. He goes, oh, I see his tag. He looked familiar. What's up, Stevie? And he's like, oh man, I watched one of his lives the other day. He goes, he had me in stitches. So I'm guessing that's the one with that foray with Zach. And then he told Paul, he don't hold back. Which was kind of that's cool that they you know tell you that. I don't know what that track was. Let me see. Can we get that track again? Oh, here it is. Let me see. Let's see if we can get this track again. I like the track. It's kind of funky. Big fucking monkey paws. That's a cool track. I don't know if this is. Let's try this. I'm sorry. Let's see if it's a tune. Oh, what are you doing? Come on. My ears aren't as good as they used to be. Can you post a video or two on your channel? Yeah, you can do whatever what you want with my videos. I don't give a shit. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to use my stuff. I don't care. Let's see. That third string that I tell you that's minor or major. So there's a lot of things that you can do, like on a track like this, just messing around. You know what I mean? Just messing and finding those notes. So I would use this as a passing. So I might even go like something like that. Yeah, so that, yeah, it's a great, the bass, yeah. Oh, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I hate the string trees too. I don't know. I don't even know why they put that. It's like on two strings on the E and the B. Add some precision xylophone. More stay in the time. Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's a really funky track. It's called Jam Now. Backing tracks. It just popped up. It's from 2 years ago. The track itself is good. Let's see. Can we play it? And then you start listening to it. Sometimes you don't want to start on a one. me. I must make myself laugh. I can do some cheesy blue clicks. Even if you take the arpeggios, the B, the A, and the E, you split them. That's splitting the arpeggio up like that. Start finding notes. That sounds better than the ear. But you see what I'm doing? I'm finding spots with nice notes.
Wow, this is so cool.
No,
This is
that
a
ain't cool. Get back to my track.
End of day.
Oh
Inventory
no, we get a
reports.
commercial. But
3
you see how I'm
stores,
like trying
shifting
to find
trends.
certain positions?
7 days of forecasting
part
for
of
a
the
crowd
beat.
that's always moving. Light
G
speed
sounds
keeps
better.
up. So Sophie,
So here's this is A minor. So you know, like those kind of licks and stuff like that. It just depends. The biggest part of everything is really finding in positions that work for you. You know, finding all these positions. Because anything sounds good with no backing. But how are you going to know if this sounds better than this? You know, you're not gonna unless you have that music going. So it's interesting. Even though the notes say that they're like in key, sometimes just because you're in key doesn't mean it's gonna sound good. You got to find those notes so you work out the solo. Better off sliding in that beat position. There's the beat. So there's a lot to be said about just because you're in key doesn't mean it sounds good. It's what you're playing in. Eric Johnson meets BB King. Maybe. But, I mean, it just depends, you know. It sounds a little more... It's a funk track, but it sounds a little fusion-y to me. Call waiting music. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. AI is the Antichrist. Or so they say. I love it. Yeah, that was funny. Rhett Shull trying to use an AI program to figure out if AI... the guy that says that AI is no good, he's using AI. Unbelievable. Crazy. Cool breeze in the house. Yeah, this is all digital. I'm running straight into the board. Oh, really? AKA Moon? I'll have to check that out, brother. My bends, the way I bend. Yeah, and that's another thing. Bending to different notes. You know, you got to kind of listen to where you're bending to. You know, I use that half step bend a lot too. You know, like where. So like if your scale is here. Practicing to hit that pitch is, you got to practice that all the time. Like that chromatic thing, it's just a like pattern. I was doing, it's like a. That's all that is. It's like the triad here, and then you do it backwards. And then it's on the first string, 1, 3, and then 4 on the second. And then you go all the way down to the third string with it. Same thing with these arpeggios. Okay. So you can split them. So you're splitting the arpeggio in half because it's the same pattern, but you're splitting it in different positions. When you get to here, you slide your pinky out. I mean, it's just this. Yeah, dude, I love this Squire. It's one of the best Strats I've ever played. It's the 50s vibe, but it's heavy, man. It's got that pine body. Let's see, can we throw some diminish in there? Let me see. Will it play like this? Let me see. Not playing. Let me see if I can get back in there. Let's see. Can we do a diminished run? Let's see. So it's in E minor. Let's see. What are my choices? Yeah, you can do it off the C sharp, the flat 5. and where you want to go with it. Yeah, it's minor. Yeah, I did. Yeah, here's the neck pocket right here. That's what I was talking about. That guy with the neck pocket shit. And here's my other Fender. Nothing wrong with the neck pockets, bro. What I hate when people do a video and then they don't want to be wrong about it and they want to argue. I've never seen a Fender with that bad of a neck pocket. Never. Matter of fact, I might have to go to Guitar Center and film all their fucking Fenders. Make them take them one by one. Take all your Fenders down for me. I'm going to film this. Because I'm going to show you what a fucking dumbass this fucking guy is. All for clicks. Again, social media has diluted the human mind. They think that they're somebody they're not, like the bad Brads. I don't mind Brad. He seems like he's a nice guy. So I don't want to rag on him too much. But when you think that you're fucking somebody when you walk into a music shop and then your fucking butt gets hurt because they don't have time for your bullshit and you shooting a video, that's their fucking shop. They probably do enough business. They don't give a fuck who you are. You're not Yngwie Malmsteen. You're not Nikki Sixx. You ain't selling shit for them. Ain't no one going to Virginia off of a Bad Brad video to buy a guitar there. Ain't happening. I'll tell you whose neck pocket's fucked up, David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth's posting little 6-minute videos about Ozzy and when they toured with Sabbath. There's something wrong with his neck. Look, his neck goes in and comes out like down here. I'm not going to say what's wrong with him, but he has a medical issue. Yeah, the Velvet Hammer says... Yeah, I was just telling you just bought a fucking Fender Custom Shop relic. It's beautiful. And I said to you, is there anything wrong with your neck pocket? You go, this ain't a cheap guitar. This is a Fender Custom Shop. There ain't nothing wrong with this thing. My Strat, my Squire, the Telly. I got my American Strat over there. I took it out just to film the neck pocket. It's going to go back. I don't have any guitar with a fucking neck pocket problem. The fuck is wrong with these people? Oh, where he got kicked out? he didn't get actually kicked out, but he was so fucking butthurt. You could see he was mad. He even said, well, this is why I moved from Virginia. The work situation. No, it's not why you moved. You had the delusionary dream of you being some famous fucking Randy Rhoads, Eddie Van Halen guitar player, and your skill chops aren't up to there. You're not original. You're not unique. You did a great job with Colt Ford, but he sucks. And I don't have a problem with Bad Brad. He was doing a lot of great videos, but the reality of it is, bro, you're a fucking social media person now. You're not a known guitar player amongst guitar players. That's like the Tom syndrome, Teabag syndrome, the Andy Wood syndrome. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Why? You're a hire. You're not a fucking known writer. You're not writing fucking Crazy Train. You're not writing Bruno Mars' Grenade. You're not in Teddy Swims' band writing songs. You're not even one of the fucking Hanson brothers, bro. When the Hanson brother that plays guitar is getting more recognition and poster sales than you, there's something wrong. What's up, mechanic? I just was playing on a funk track. I was doing the let's do one for mechanic. I'll just play for a second. Let's see. I was just showing No Choice. So I was going over No Choice, saying that everything that's in keys doesn't sound good. So this is E minor. Even though you have a C major, that don't sound good. my feed, so I just started playing to it. I know you could. That's right up your alley, bro. It's actually called. You should do it. It's called, here. It popped up on my feed. Here's the actual. It's called Funk Jam Track. Jam now. That's all you, mechanic. All you, brother. I popped up. I said, "Oh, let me try that." Yeah, it's really good. Well, what I was talking about is some of the notes that even though they're in key, they don't sound good. So, like, if you go through positions in your keys. So if you take the A minor and B minor, that note, that C, better off playing that C, the D flat. Here's that 7. So like that, one of those kind of licks, I'd probably play it off the E. See, that's how you get to work it out. Yeah, phrasing is everything. The note. See, like those long runs, they gotta have movement, or it starts to sound bad. Yeah, you should jam. You'd do a better job than I would, mechanic. Yeah, Bad Brad looks like what did you say? A private investigator? That's kind of what it looked like. He had his camera filming the outside. He went in. He's like, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel. You didn't answer my email." Well, we're pretty busy around here. He's like, "There's only one person." He's like, "Well, probably not today." And he was butthurt, man. Man, I just, I could get him. I got thousands of viewers. I could get him clicks and maybe sell some stuff. It's free advertising. They don't give a fuck. They've been around for 20, 30 years. They don't need your help. What don't you understand? Oh, Johnny Winters? Yeah, Johnny Winters is great. Unless you're me. No, I'm just a regular dude, bro. Yeah, Brooklyn. Who did I just mentioned? I mentioned you the other night, too. Oh, yeah, now Brad's going to make a solo over funk. Well, he does kind of do that. So here's what he does. He talks about he took jazz and stuff. So let's look at what he does. The inside outside playing, the cheating. I call it cheating instead of actually playing scalier like I was. So you might take something like this. Taking this arpeggio, you might move it a half step up or a half step back, or you might play instead of actually jazz notes in there. But that's what you get for a summer course online at Berkeley. Or wherever he took it. So he kind of fakes it a little bit. You did a 7-hour? Jesus, bro. Oh, you restrung it and showed, like, cleaned it up and stuff? Do I have any 8 strings? No, I don't play. I used to play a 7 string all the time. I don't play 7s or 8s. I thought about they got a couple nice Jackson 7 strings over at Guitar Center they took in. They got this really cool Blueburst one. My kid even thought, he's like, Dad, you got to get this. I'm like, bro, that's I have a hard enough time now at my age playing 6 and 2 of those are the same. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, after last night, that I realized there's a lot of people around the world watching this channel, and the guy was really nice from the what's their channel? The Studio Rats. They were doing a live stream, and he goes, "Man, I knew his thumbnail looked familiar." He goes, "I watched his live stream the other night," and they were like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, he is a good guitar player." And then Paul, because he's a phenomenal guitar player, the ball guy, he's really good. And I kept asking, "What's his name?" And they're like, "Paul," and they would start waving. It's funny. It's funny. You guys should watch it. And he said, he goes, "Yeah," he goes, "He had me in stitches." I think that was the Zach when Foray came on. And he goes, "But I'll warn you, he don't hold back. He tells it like it is." Which was cool, because it's nice to know that this community here that we started, because I consider you guys a part of the community started together. I might have started the actual channel, but you guys have been here from, since the beginning. And it's, all you guys on here and everything. It's all about you guys as well. But we are making a difference in the shilling and the bullshit that's out there. I mean, it's going to come to an end. I thought about this last night. I go, this is going to be my goal, to end the shilling. I've called the White House yesterday. I called the IRS yesterday, and I called the FTC yesterday. They want me to send them clips and information of all the channels just to get an idea of what the shilling is and how much money they're losing. I told them, I said, if there's 3 million guitar channels, because there's millions and millions and millions of channels that I don't even know about, and they're getting sent free gear, and they go, "Well, gear that's $200 is really not a lot of tax." I go, "But if you're getting $200 in gear twice a day, 5 days a week, that's a lot of tax money times 3 million." I said, "You're looking at the numbers wrong." So, oh, the minors and the major, yeah, yeah. The minors and majors work well together. So as you see, I play a lot of the licks and the bends out of the minor position, and then I do the runs off of the major. Yeah. So that's really cool. Like a lot of people, again, a lot of people don't look at it that way. And I play my arpeggios wherever, a D major 7 or E minor. Oh, you learned a lot from Andy Wood's Easy Arpeggios? I haven't watched that yet. But you were on there when I asked him a logical question, and he did not answer it. He couldn't. I even forgot what I asked him. I said something about how to resolve bends into the 5 to a 1 so that you can resolve your bend. He's like, "Oh, that's a great question," and he didn't even do it. He didn't. I don't think he knew what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Hot Wheels. The best. Oh, the Q Jam tracks. I don't usually do the track thing, but that was kind of cool to play to. What is meant when they say idioms in music? That's a nice way. It's a nice way to say it. It's kind of like the freaks are out tonight. The idioms in music. Oh man, that is funny. That is funny. Man, that's a good one, Frank. Let's see. Can we highlight that one? Let me see. There you go. Pin message. Here, let's pin it. Can we pin it? There you go. I don't know. Can you see your message on the screen? That is too funny. Yeah, some people can play great from tab. It's all about the ears. That's what I said last night on the studio rats. I go, it doesn't matter what I play through. I go, I sound the same on everything. I stopped chasing that tone thing a long time ago because they were talking about the 2203 JCM 800. I said that's a little harsh to me, but I have it. I said the JVM 50 is one of the most versatile Marshall heads. You can get plexi sound all the way to heavy gain sound. So, there must be some idioms in the Roadies Club. Oh, I'm sure. I didn't really get to hang around my roadies a lot because they were so busy. And what they would do is when we toured, the roadies would go ahead of City, so I wouldn't see them for 2 days, and then I'd have a different set of roadies. See, that's why a lot of people like that Phil X, or not Phil X, Phil from Wings of Pegasus. He talks about tracks and this thing, blah blah blah. Blah. I go, bro, you're analyzing one song out of an hour and a half live show. If you had a sound or a noise, whether it's keyboard, saxophone, whatever it is in every different song, and you're playing for an hour and a half, that's probably 25 songs, 20 songs. What do you think to have an orchestration there, Philharmonic, to have them follow you around to play on 2 songs? The amount of liability and insurance and the feeding of them and the housing of them, per night is unbelievable, because when they're on the road, you pay them per show, but you also pay them per day. Because some days they have off, but they're not really off. You still have to pay them for the day they're off. It's not. This is where people like Phil don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and his misinformation is out there, and people think that's how it is, and that he knows what he's talking about when he knows nothing. Yeah, playing for 7 hours, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, so like I can only show you like shortcuts in the theory part. Like I was saying, if I'm playing to that track, there's some so here's a great example. Watch. I try not to use the 3rd string. I use it for transition. Watch. Let's go back. And I'll show you why. I count that as my minor or major, the 3rd. So there's 3 notes that sound good over that. If I bend this to the C, that C sounds like ass. D sounds better. See? So I stay away from that third string. I try to look at, not only am I trying to look at what to play, I'm trying to look at what to avoid. So what I do is you can go through. So you know you're in E. E, the 5 is the B position. Then you have your E position. And then you look, you got 2 positions. You got movement with scales. If you're doing a 10-second solo, that's enough position to get by on. What tells you on you? Oh, is the vibrato? Yeah, vibrato in breaking up the scale part of it with some of the feel is crucial. And it's not where, it's where you put it. One, two, three, and on that one. Before it goes back into that phrase. Well, if you step out, you know, you're going up and down a half step. So you can take this E minor. What are you hitting? Your harmonic minor. Look. So your half step up on your B position is going to hit that 7, which is great for you. Diminished in there. So you're not really stepping a half step up. What you're doing is you're starting in your diminished. That note right there. And that's why that C sounds diminished. Minor third back. So you can use that note to go up and down. Watch. position would be my goal position in E minor. Like that. You step it up and then play that weird scale. Step down from your E. So this whole spot right here is great. That's all diminished. So I'm not really, even though it's a half step up and down, it's actually diminished. So, you know, it just depends what you're doing. You know what I mean? But doing the half step inside out is okay. But that actually gets you without even knowing it in off of the B position. You start playing some of the diminished stuff that's right there. So that's a really cool thing too. It just depends. You're heading out to Hollywood? Make Brad anorexic. Oh, Dingo's here? I didn't see you, Dingo. Need some cowbell. Yeah. Oh, is the major second and supertonic the same? It depends on. It can be depending on. See, that's the thing behind it. Like I was saying, it depends on the context of how you're using something. So they are the same, but like I'm saying, if you're playing in B minor. And I move this up a half step, and there's my minor third. There's my harmonic minor. So what did I actually do? I'm actually playing a diminished scale without even moving it up. But my intent was to play inside out. But what am I actually doing? I'm actually playing diminished. Yeah, and you could play off a lot of stuff. Like, I don't play off, again, like when I do bends and I go into it. Let's see, Touch ID. I hate Touch ID. It's good for security, but let me see. So if I go into this. Again, I'll count. 1, 2, 3. My runs will be on the 1, but my bend will be on a 3. I do it on the 1, but I create tension off the 3. 2, 3. The idea is my runs are on 1s and my bends are on 3s. So I can make it fit. Yeah. And really, what sounds great is the fucking hook of the song. What's up, Johnny? So I like the hook of the song. This hook is doing everything for me. Listen to that bass. Because if you listen to the drums, it's pretty basic. You can't have busy drums and busy bass. You have that part, da-na-na-na, that's like on a 3 or 2. It's not on the 1. It's on a 3. It's called Jam now, Funk Jam Track. It just would happen to be on there. Yeah, bass line is key. That's why I've always said, like, when I talk about playing with Patrick and Dave, having such a strong rhythm section like they are opens the world of doors for me. That's why I can play. They actually make it easy for me to play. Kind of like that. That makes it easy for me to do whatever I want. Bass and drums for me drive that train. Without that, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I mean, there's all kinds of, like, even if you listen to this, there's all kinds of stuff you can do in there. Let's see. That I didn't even do. As far as melody line. Yeah, I'm not a great trim guy. I'm more the guy like that. You do the trim better than me. I'm not that good with a trim. You do that way better than me, mechanic. I'm more of the trick guy. I'm more of the trick guy with the trim. Scott Henderson. Yeah. Like there's so much you can do in that, it's ridiculous. But I mean, that's a fun track to jam with. You know, and then if you go, let's see. Let me see if there's another track. Let's see what else is in here. Sticky Fun track, E minor. Okay, let's see this one. See, this is more straightforward, so you can play more scalular. I mean, it depends how stupid you want to sound. Depends what you're playing over. There's a fusion. I don't even know what key it's in. There's a fusion track. Let's go through some of the tracks. Slower songs you can play more busy, for sure. You could probably find come up with like a nice little melody. Scales are going to sound better faster over a slower track. And the reason why is because it's less busy. there are certain rules. Let's see. 80s backing track, D minor. Let me see. Atmospheric.
If I were him, I'd bundle my home and auto and pick up the real victory. Savings.
Skip.
Are you talking about bowling?
Atmospheric. Probably like 2 or 3 different keys just going through stupid stuff, but I mean just knowing what scale patterns you can use over that and figuring it out. The crotchet arpeggio, Glenn Fry, that's what it sounded like. Yeah, fucking Miami Vice, didn't it? It sounds like Miami Vice. Let's see. Top down A. So that would be C major. And outside of this a lot. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. That's a cool track too. That opens up a lot. Type in Ego Trip F minor. Ego Trick F minor. I might go get a cigar boat. Let's see. Ego Trip. F minor. Oh, those. That's where you get all your tracks from? Are these the tracks you use? Are you just doing what I'm doing, hitting tracks, mechanic? You just like type it, just hit the tracks in order? Let me see. Cosmic Blues from a Distant Moon. Let's take a listen.
Use Metamucil to help maintain healthy blood sugar levels.
It also helps lower cholesterol to promote heart health.
That's Zach.
Moving day made easy with T-Mobile 5G home internet. Switch to the fastest 5G home internet.
Tracks
Delivered
are good
same day.
Too. Those are nice tracks just to listen to at night, for sure. like even like the jazz stuff. So even that's actually. So you can probably play C major and G major. So there's your B can be your diminished. So, you know, going through these and trying different scales for a second will help you out too. Oh, that track calls for trem phrasing. Yeah, so, you know, there's a bunch of stuff in there, but you just gotta figure out, like, do you want to go backwards? Do you want to go forwards? If you go forward, you hit those. You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe that helps some of you as far as figuring out tracks, like the phrasing part, like where you fit stuff in, like on the bluesier stuff. If I'm doing bends, I do them on a 3 for tension. If I'm doing fast runs, I play in the major part of the key, and my runs are major. So maybe that helps some people that way as well. You know. Sasquatch just dropped a video. Really? I was wondering when he's coming back. He's been away for a little bit. I know he was on vacation. Plus, it takes him a little while to do his videos because he edits them and he does them nicely. Mine are just shitty. Oh, Henderson, yeah. I got to play with Henderson back at GIT. He's a great player, Scott Henderson. The Jeff Beck stuff. So that's where I got, like, if you're playing, like, check this out. So this is jazz. Watch. My back thing. That's where I got that. My Beck. I didn't know what. I didn't know what. I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know he was doing. Beck was great. That's my Beck imitation. It sucks. But some of the licks I got from Beck, I cheated it because I was a kid and I was just listening. I didn't know he was doing that with an arm. Woo! Yeah, things that make Beato go woo. The old and new converging, yeah. It's a forest fire. It's a dumpster fire. That's a Richard Pryor crack fire. The Richard Pryor crack fire. Crack killed Applejack. Yeah, some of that's really tasty. I if I can imitate Beck more so than actually think of the whammy thing because it almost sounds like a for me when I play it, it sounds like more like Steve Vai and Beck had a baby. Dystopian metal. Things to make Beato go woo. That's funny. Dude, none of those guys will comment back to me. I'm waiting for them just to block me totally. But they're all, man. I'm telling you guys, in the next 5 years, you're gonna see like Alcoholics Anonymous. You're gonna see social media guitar influencers anonymous. Because when the shilling's gone and they're not really who they thought they were, you know, when you're Rhett Scholl and you're closing Norm's guitars down, there's a fucking problem in you mentally. When you think you go into a guitar shop and they're going to shut the doors for you and they're going to let you do an interview in a private business that's been around for 30, 40 years, bro, you're late to the party. They've already been successful and made their money. They don't need you. They don't give two shits about you. They don't. Most people don't. I didn't know who Bad Brad was. Why? Because he played. I like his channel. And he has been getting better. But in reality, you play with Colt Ford. That's not a major name in the music industry. Hey, what's up, Rexy? Yeah, I know it's gonna. Yeah, and I was looking it up. So, because this happened with Brad, I was like, let me see if there's anything on this. And this is what came back. Social media influence often confuse high algorithmic engagement, vanity metrics, and targeting niche applause with real world fame. An industry pool. Living inside a digital echo chamber where every clip receives thousands of likes distorts their perspective, making micro fame feel like mainstream cultural impact. There is a system. This is already documented. Now, like I said, I've already reported the shilling to the FTC, the White House, and the IRS. The IRS was like an hour conversation. They sent me things in my email to send forms because they didn't realize how deep this goes and how to even track it. I go, well, you need to go after YouTube, and that's how you would track it. They asked me if I'd be willing to testify. My goal is to stop the bullshit shilling, the lies. And a lot of these guys aren't paying their taxes. That's going to fucking sting. If they do a crackdown on all these YouTube shills that aren't paying taxes, you're going to see a lot of them end up bankrupt. They're going to be bankrupt. And they never thought of this, and they think they could get away with it, and it's not trackable, and this and that, because you get sent a guitar in the mail. That goods and service is taxable. Buskers? Yeah, I like buskers. Yeah, they think they're bigger than they are. It's, you know... I even said to Bad Brad when he moved to Florida, I said, bro, I can get you in a band. I said, you kind of look like Gary Moore. Can you sing and play like Gary? Oh, man, I don't do that stuff. And then he was like talking, then about a year later, he's talking about how much money the bands were making around here, like tribute bands. I played in Hair Day as a tribute band. I got $2,500 for an hour and a half. That's $1,000 short of what Quiet Riot was getting with a no-name band playing festivals. That's why there's a lot of musicians in my area who play in cover bands. They're making $500 a night. Some of them are making close to $1,000. Because when you're a real celebrity like Dave Spitz, they'll pay you whatever. He's a draw. He's going to pack the fucking bar. Guys will pay him all the salary for that band to get him to come out and play. So he's making a killing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that stuff either, but at some point they're gonna have to be LLC'd and they're gonna have to pay their taxes. It's kind of like that. Who's that pastor? Joel. He's living in a $38 million house. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? You're preaching the word of God. You're not fucking God for real. You shouldn't be living in a $38 million house. You shouldn't be living in a $2 million house. You should be living modestly. You're taking advantage of a situation. It's happening in religion. It's happening in politics. It's happening with the trading, the insider trading. It's happening in the music industry as far as, hey, you want a record deal? Yeah. Well, here's what it's going to cost you. Yeah, exactly. Who's paying Rhett Shield to come to a bar? Nobody. Get the fuck out. Exactly. Joel Malmsteen. I guess because he played with Colt Ford. Colt Ford sucked. I wouldn't even mention that. I watched Colt Ford. It's fucking horrific. Here, we could watch it together. For you guys that don't know Bad Brad with Colt Ford, let's take a look. Let's take a fucking look. Let's see. We'll do live. Let's see. Now this is embarrassing. Like this video here, if I was him, the faces that Brad
When
makes
AT&T
here,
hands you the
I
all-new
never did
Samsung
this.
Galaxy
You'll
Z
see.
Fold 8 for $0,
Look at his tongue. None of that fits. That's bad. Poor choice of numbers. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Let me see if I can find. Let me see this. Let me see. Let me see if I can get you a video where you can hear him. Let's see. It's like rock country. That's stolen #1. That's fucking god awful horrible. I would be embarrassed to put that out there. That's Colt Ford. That's who fucking Bad Brad played for. It sucks. Yeah, it's called yeah, and he's doing all the cheesy licks, these. If you're drunk, it's okay. Yeah, you got it. If you're you weren't ready for that? It's called Colt Ford, and the guitar player was Bad Brad. Bad Brad played guitar for him for a couple years. And the only reason why Colt Ford made it is because he was friends with all the guys like Jason Aldean and stuff. That's the only reason why he got a deal and went out opening up for bands like that. Because the guy actually sucks. I mean, bad. Like, horrible. I'd rather work with Britney Spears. I'd rather work with Corey Feldman. At least I can have some fucking fun. Jesus. There's no... If you sang like that, like, if you started singing like that on stage with me, I would fucking... crack. Fuck is wrong with you, bro? There's no way that I would sink to that. You couldn't pay me $1 million. I'd have to be fucking homeless to take that gig. Because I'd have to be fucking starving to do a gig like that. There's no fucking way. That's just flat out embarrassing. To say that you were a professional guitar player and that's who you were playing for, paper that up into a ball and throw it in the fucking garbage. Because that's exactly what it is. Oh, Nile Rodgers? Yeah. Nile's fucking awesome, bro. My buddy Mark that worked at New River, his wife was Nile's personal assistant. She retired many years ago, but I've ate lunch with Nile. Nile's is fucking awesome, bro. What a nice guy. Fucking humble. Nile is so big of a celebrity, you know, both producing and writing and all that. He doesn't act like an asshole. You know, it's being around people like that that actually will put you in check. You're like, this guy's bigger than life, and he don't act like that. Yeah, YouTube Anonymous, Guitar Shiller Anonymous. It's coming. One of you guys should start it up. We should start that. I know, what the fuck, right? That's god awful. I would never sell out for that. Yeah. I do a live, like an early live on Thursday, Friday. I try to, because a lot of people, like over in UK and other countries, they at 8 o'clock it's like fucking 1 or 2 in the morning for them. So if I come on now, it's like, you know, probably 6, 7 at night. I try to, you know, so other people on the other side of the world can get it. But there's a lot of guys on here that still come on, which is fucking awesome. Oh, really? The Hitmaker? Yeah. You know what's funny about that? Now that I think about it, a lot of guys that were in the music industry, they called me Smiley. And they'd say, well, you know, and the guy that works with him that would help produce, they call him Money. Like a dollar sign. He had a chain with a dollar sign on there, and they were like, why did they call him that? And I would say, because he laughs to the bank. He's all the money. The Hitmaker. Yeah. Everybody's got nicknames in the industry. That's funny you know that. The Hitmaker guitar. Dude, that's been on so many. Hey, what's up, Gigi? It's funny that, yeah. Could you imagine IRS raiding the YouTubers and seizing guitar collections for back taxes? I'm not letting this go. I'm not going to let this go. Again, I contacted the White House, the IRS, and FTC. I'm going to send them everything I can on all this. I'm not going to let this go. When you act like an asshole on YouTube, you deserve everything that's going to come to you. You know what I'm saying? When you start walking into fucking guitar shops and then you get butthurt because they don't want you in there filming, and then there's only one person in there. Shut the fuck. You ain't Paul Stanley. That shit done went to your head. Oh Oh, man. That shit's out of control. There you, Johnny, you and Gigi should start that. Guitar Shillers, Social Media Guitars Anonymous. Gigi's young enough, she can get that, she can keep it going for a long time. But again, like Alcoholics Anonymous, brain. If we can electroshock therapy. You are a regular fucking guy. You got it? Fuck. Taser guns. We'll taser him back into reality. You're a normal guitar player with a YouTube channel. You are not famous in that band. Oh my God. That's too funny, man. Somebody needs to start that. I'll do the legal stuff to get the Shillers in trouble, but, you know, somebody needs to start that up. A real legitimate group. Dude, you would have people fly from all over the world. There's a lot of YouTubers who have been arrested. There's a lot of YouTube. I got that asshole that lives in Weston by me. I forget his name. Jack something. Jack Doherty. He just got in fucking trouble and arrested again in Miami. That kid needs a fucking electroshock treatment. Just for being an idiot. Ingve might not come. Oh, man. That's too funny. Oh, jeez. I'll get the coffee, you get the donuts. Krispy Kreme. You want Dunkin' or Crispy? Have a little bit of both there for me. We get the Velvet Hammer in there. It's free advertising. It's free this. It's free that. I'm huge on YouTube. Shut the... You're a fucking broke, washed up musician. Like me. I'm lucky I still write for Atlantic. I'm just lucky I still do stuff like that. You know, or I would consider myself washed up. I'm getting to the point of being washed up. Nobody knows who the fuck I am anymore. I'm not on the cover of magazines no more. I'm out of the limelight. I'm basically washed up. I'm just lucky I still deal with Atlantic. Other than that, somebody asked me the other day in a live. I was trying to help those kids from Ultrasonic. You know who I'm talking about, Brooklyn. I think you were the one that told me about them. So I got the contact information. Someone's like, name drop. Do you know Max? I'm like, Max Guzman? No. Max so-and-so? No. I go, listen, bro. There's like 10 Maxes that work for Atlantic. You think he's the only Max there? Your little help would fucking... wouldn't hurt, you know. I said, there's the Big Max. I forget his last name, Lloydman or something like that. He was with Atlantic. Now he runs all of Warner Brothers. I know him too. I'm like, can you give me a fucking last name initial? They didn't know. But, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, bro, really? Yeah, music business is short term. That's the other part I got lucky in because realistically, I can't say just the genre I was doing because Nikki Sixx writes for a lot of pop bands too. And Janie Lane was writing for pop bands as well and other rock bands. Some of those guys were smart enough to know that they were great writers, so they got in and they were writing a lot. Probably I'd say most of Nikki Sixx's money comes from writing as opposed to the actual band Motley Crue because he was writing outside of Motley Crue for years. Probably as long as I have. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. And the reason why is because it's consolidated. There's one group that owns Atlantic and EMI, and Atlantic bought Arista and this, and EMI folded. You know, it's such a small world now because one company owns everything here. This company owns the other of them. You know, like I was saying, Perishing Square that owns Alphabet Inc. owns Google, that owns YouTube. They own Universal music group who owns Taylor Swift. Now they're in bed with Tencent from China who have all the gaming music, but they own Spotify. So between YouTube and Spotify, they're working together on the money. That's why people are getting fucked. Top Music Attorney and all those people that claim that they know what's going on, they're not in the business. They're on the outside. They're not going to walk into, like, say, Perishing Square and demand to see the books. That ain't happening, you know. And, you know, like I said, studio rats, you know, talked about me last night, and it was good. The only thing that I didn't like, but he didn't know, was the 40-watt guy. He had a podcast, and I told him, thank you, I enjoyed all your comments, but he was like, that's not how business works. Bro, I'm the last person you should say that to without knowing who you're talking to. That's the ignorance of some people. I've been working with the labels and all the labels for fucking decades. What, 4 decades? That's insane to think that I'm able to still do that. Maury Povich. Oh, Dolly Parton. She's awesome. Willie and Dolly, yeah. Yeah, writing is where it's at. That's why I said whoever said that with the tundra, my tundra. Somebody should do that. Do a jingle with that in a fucking video. Have someone make a video with that with the Toyota in there. Dude, you send that to Toyota, you're going to get in the fucking business. If you're a great writer, that's a great idea. I'm already in it. I don't need no money. Somebody should do that. I'm telling you now. If somebody does a video and does that jingle, I'm telling you now, that's your way into the music industry as a writer. Oh, Dolly. Yeah, she is a legend. Yeah, a lot of them say you don't know what they're talking about. But, you know, my Tacoma. Yeah, there you go. My Tacoma sounds even better. But you know, a lot of the guys they take for they think that people don't watch YouTube. Like I didn't assume the studio rats were watching me over in the UK, and the one guy commented to me, "Oh yeah, he's funny as shit, but he doesn't hold back." Who the fuck would even know that I'm making it over into some? You never know who's watching. You never know. Don't say you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe feel them out first. You know what I mean? You're not a creator. Oh, you just get riffs and stuff. No, that's all right, bro. Everybody has their spot in music, and it's all what your goals are. It just is. Yeah, jingles were gone. Now they're coming back. Mental health, dude. What's her name? Is it Rhonda? I forget Frankie's wife. Benelli. His wife is in charge. So what happened? Let me explain what happened with the Quiet Riot name. Frankie ended up buying it all back from Paul Shortino. But Frankie, when he passed, made the Quiet Riot a part of his estate, which I don't think was right because he wasn't an original. He was the original drummer on their first big hits, but you know, out of all of them, he was an original. But I mean, the original two, Kevin and, but there are like Brian Forsythe and others that were original in there that actually should have the name. But she's in charge of everything. I don't know if you guys know that, but she's an asshole. Frankie's wife. She actually had the audacity to say to a friend of mine, which I won't mention the name, me and Frankie started this band. Are you out of your fucking deranged mind? That's insane to actually say shit like that. Randy Rhoads and Kevin DuBrow started that band, not Frankie. I give Frankie credit. He was a great drummer and he was on Mental Health. But there were 2 albums besides that. He wasn't the original drummer. You didn't start shit. Especially you. You know, you're just a wife. You're bipolar. I'm bipolar. See what I mean? Take your script now. See your pharmacist. There's another jingle out of that motherfucker. Brian Forsythe. Quiet Riot. Yeah, Quiet Riot. That's why I stopped doing stuff after Frankie died. I, I didn't want to deal with her. I'm lagging a bit. Might be Zach. Zach's outside trying to pull my cables out of... Motherfucker, I got them now. Fucking chip boy, I'm gonna fucking... Where's my USB? God damn it, get that mother... Oh, man. Hey, Gigi, you want to hear something funny? I was on Randy's page. I know Randy for a while. When Randy was doing the contest, I kept seeing the answers go on before the question was read, and I'm like, oh my God, it's lagging so far from his state down into underneath me because it's going through a network down to Florida. Yeah, Zach's still around. He was on here the other day. Foray. He's got fake accounts everywhere. So, so all those, when Randy was asking the questions, all the answers were coming up. I'm like, how did these motherfuckers get the answers? Is this? And then I figured it out. I was like, man, that by the time he read that, I was like the last to see it. And like, I can see lag on my laptop from here. Like, I can see the lag. Randy's a great guy. He's not a bullshitter. He's one of the few people that I still, like, I talk to once in a while, about guitars and stuff. Because Randy's guitars, I think it's Randy's Guitar Addict or Randy's, I forgot what his thing's called, but he does a lot of vintage shows and stuff. He's he's a cool dude. He's not a bullshitter shill. And then I saw T-Bags, a video popped up. He's like, oh, my second one in the day. And then he was showing a bunch of guitars he was selling again. He had I think it was a 52 Les Paul and some other shit. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Just go get a part-time job. Hey, what's up, Two-Way? They said it's lagging. Oh, I had to redo the live stream, but you're on here. Two-Way yesterday. That I don't know who that was. There was somebody on the Ultrasonic, that kids band. They were giving me a hard time. I did get the contact number from them though. I gotta call them. I just gotta figure out the times and stuff. But I can see me on all my stuff. So touch wood. Touch the wood. Just don't let it be Andy. He might like that. That was awesome that you were on there, bro. On the Ultrasonic stuff, those kids. Yeah, so I ended up, I got their information. I'll contact them. I'll see if I could do a spec deal with them, with a real label. No, I work on all my own stuff. If I can't figure it out, then I have somebody fix it for me. I can only go so far. Why is Andy Wood so cringe to watch? To be honest, nothing against gay people, but I think he's another one. I think he's another one that doesn't want to say. He hides from his reality, and I think he's living in his mom's house. To be honest. Because realistically, where's he making all this money from? He does 2 shows a year. He goes and jams with people. Yeah, he's deeply in the closet, and I think that closet is his studio in his mom's house. I think that it's not as good as people think it is for him. But he's not going to come out and say it. And I don't mind Andy. Andy can actually play, but like I said, he's like a hypocrite of his own advice. You should play with intent and play like this, and shredding isn't this. And then he goes out and tries to shred all over Bonamassa and Eric Johnson. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He loses control. Like everything he tries to teach, he like loses sight of. He reminds me of Zach. Fuck motherfucker, get that mother. He just loses control. He can't help it. Like the shredding stuff is fun and it's good to throw it in there. But like a lot of people say to me, dude, I didn't know you can play like that. And I'm like, well, the idea is not to play like that 24/7. You give them a little taste so that they want a little bit more. Oh man, what was that? I never seen his fingers move like that. So they hang around to see it again. It's like the Eddie Van Halen thing. Just give them a little tapping. What was that? What the? Turn your back so they can try. I gotta see. So now the crowds. That's what it is. You got to. It's like an addict. You can't give them a whole supply for a year. You need them coming back. Yeah, Andy's really good, but he's missing that creative part. And he's got to get off that fucking Eric Johnson shit and instrumental. You're never going to make money or a living that way. Even Steve Vai knows better. He started, from the instrumental stuff. He got the White Snake and the Roth gig. He made a lot of money off that. That's the only way to make money. You got to go out and play what the majority wants to hear. That's why I say to everybody, it just depends on your goals. For me, I rather play funk. You know what I mean? But it's a small genre. I like the old funk stuff, War, Parliament. I love that stuff. That's why I love that funk track. But I mean, are you going to be able to shred over it? Not realistically. I mean, you'll have parts, and like say something like play that funky music where you can let loose. But you can't do it all the time. It just doesn't sound right. Deeply woodshed. He might be out in the back in the woodshed. Yeah. I agree. By the time you get great music, instrumental shit's gone. Now, like if it's like soothing jazz stuff, that's great because that fits in with what you're doing, but don't expect to make a shitload of money off of it. Here's the thing. If these guys on YouTube spend as much fucking time on YouTube as they did practicing and writing and playing with bands, they might have gotten somewhere. But they see YouTube as the easy way out. They see it as a way to get noticed. No, that's not how it works. You're not the exception to the rule. A lot of that stuff is fabricated. The Taylor Swift with TikTok and Instagram, that was all set up. That wasn't she put that out on her own. That was the labels and producers putting that out. Those was writers. That was me, Mitch Malloy, and some other people doing that shit. That was all planned by the labels. And then they think, well, I'll come on here and do a TikTok and I'll get noticed too. No, it doesn't usually work that way. Could you consider yourself an angry fan? Absolutely, bro. That's a great name. You should use that. Jason Bratcher, the angry fucking pianist. Fucking chills on here talking about piano. Let me show you fucking Bohemian Rhapsody. That would be great. You can even button your collars up like you're tense. The audio keeps going out. Check. Everything seems pretty good here. Check. Am I clipping? Check. No, there you go. What time is it? Oh, it's about 3 o'clock. Oh, you left and came back. There's no more lag. There you go. Awesome, bro. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah. I'm actually the funny guitar player. Instead of angry. The funny guitarist. Yeah, definitely. The funny angry. Maybe I should put the bipolar guitar player. Funny and angry. The funny angry bipolar guitar player. Angry double trouble. ADT. Not the security system. Dude, you're hilarious. Oh my god, that's funny as shit. Let me see if I can get him on there. That was funny. Let me see, where are you? Let's see if we can put his thing up. Oh no, I took myself off. Where am I? Let's see. Oh, there I am. Oh, I fixed it, and I didn't even have to go out and come back in. Look at that. Anti-shill guitar player. And the angry, yeah, and the bipolar pianist. There you go. Best show in the world. Thanks, Michael. Oh, your audio's good? Scott, I thought you would win that. Scott, you came on Randy's last night, too. Dude, if you were on there early, you would have won it all. You're like one of the smartest people on YouTube with, like, history stuff. Like, I don't know how you know so much, but that was funny. You told him you cheated. I laughed so hard. I cheated. Oh my god, dude, that was hilarious. Kulos of me. Mama? Coltrane? For a real trip off the beat path. Oh, Coltrane's on? The anti-shill. My wonder power is activated in the form of an anti-shill. Oh wait, I am. Fucking jip boy, god. Alright, mechanic. Dude, you're like the hardest working guy on live streams. You do like 7-8 hours straight. That's unbelievable. That's too funny. Yeah. I could be the angry guitar player. Let's see. My bipolar. It's not mine. Oh wait, we forgot the intro. My bipolar. Yeah, the knack. My bipolar. And then you go, see, like, if you use the bipolar, then you can go into fantasy. You can mash those, all three of them together. A bubbly guitarist. The bubbly guitar player. Tom Cruise, little man. I'm bipolar. Tripolar pianist. playing like vibes. Oh, your computer works good? Oh, yeah, the remakes at home and stuff? Yeah. I forgot. Steve Lynch, yeah, Steve's a great guitar player. He does that thing in let's see. Turn it up. I don't remember that either. But he does this thing in that solo. Something like that. It's weird. Oh, Tom Green stuff? Yeah. Dude, I thought he was funny as hell, Tom Green. I used to love that show. Oh, the Sega Genesis Sonic stuff? The Hedgehog music? Nice. You've been playing since you were 6? But you're 12, so that's only 6 years. No. Just kidding, Jason. Mechanic's really good with the whammy. I suck at it. The tubes. I was a huge Lukather fan. Until he started kissing on Beato. No, I still think Steve Lukather is so talented. Like Rosanna, the end of Rosanna. Rosanna, Rosanna. Oh, Priest and Breaking the Law. The illegal guitarist and illegal pianist. We got a girl on here, Allison from Australia. She's a piano player. She does like Iron Maiden covers and all kinds of cool stuff. The Tubes. Yeah, Steve Lukather is phenomenal. I remember watching that video. He did those video lessons. He had that tone. He had like kind of like this. He had that tone back then. He's been a monster player for years. He's another guy that he's been on so many friggin' records. Yeah, Toto's guitar player. Up the Irons. What's up, Vincent? Yeah, he wrote a lot of stuff for the Tubes. She's a Beauty and all that. He wrote all that. That's Steve Lukather, man. He was actually the one that played the rhythm on Beat It. Eddie only played the lead. that solo too. I used to know that. Yeah. Rock and Roll Ribs. That's a good name for a band. Nico could sue you though. I'm mixing two of them. That's where that one lick came from. I do that all the time. That's an old Van Halen lick. I just start altering it. All that is Run to the Run to the Shield. That's a good one too. Yeah, I love the Eddie Van Halen stuff. You know, because it's always had that groove. Run for your life. I love bass. That's good. That's good stuff, man. Wanted to know what guitar that was? What, my guitar? It's a, I don't know what they call it. It's a Jackson. Yeah, I love Eddie. Eddie was great. should play the game. Let me see the. You know, to be honest, I never even seen. I don't think I ever tried the tune on this. Let's see if it works. Oh, that's loose. Jack is loose. This is a great guitar. I have a Van Halen patch on here. Let me see. Let me see if it goes to it. I might have to turn it down though. Oh yeah, she's watching me, Catalina. What's up, Catalina? How you doing? There you go. It sounds pretty good. Let me see. I think it needs What's up, Diamond Davy? Yeah, it's kind of got the Van Halen sound. I get this through chat GPT or whatever. Man. Yeah, let me put it back to my regular sound. Regular tone. Yeah, it's a great guitar. She gave me a big smile. Tell a story about when my car broke down. That's an album. Is it platinum? That's a great guitar. And they're really all the guitars I have I like, you know. This is one of my favorite Fenders. This has the Nuno pickup. This thing falls. Yeah, EVH was a legend. Might as well shield to the team of jump. Might as well shield. Shield. That's a good one too. Yeah, chat gave me that Van Halen setting. I said, give me the setting for EVH Brown sound in a Kemper. Dude, it did the delays, the reverbs, everything. And I just dialed it in exactly what it said, and that's what came out. Got me. How can I switch guitar on the fly and the neck changes don't bother me? I got big monkey paws. Even with my back shrunk, I'm still about 6 foot, but my hands are humongous. Like, a lot of people don't. I'm not just tall. I'm wide. I'm thick. Like, so, like, this is a 16-ounce can. This isn't. So here's a regular soda can, right? And if I grab this, I have huge hands. A regular soda can disappears. So those, like a thick neck like that to a thin neck, that just doesn't bother me. Plus, I've played a lot of guitars in my life. Like, so, like, I can pick up. So, like, even like now, if I go to a Squire, the Squire. See, now, like something like this that don't have the Floyd, but it's got springs. Like, this is really set hard. So there's not a lot of tension. There's a lot of tension there. So if I do something, that can actually slip. The strings can slip. Crash Surf instrumentals, nice. What size gloves? They're bigger than extra large. I wear a size 13 in a sneaker. So I went to Animal Kingdom in Disney here. They have imprints of 9-year-old silverbacks. My hand is the same size of a 9-year-old silverback, just to give you an idea. You know what they say about big hands and big feet? Too small of socks. So well, actually, to be honest, I actually have a better, when I shop at like Ross and Marshalls and they have like discounted shoes, they have what is it, 12 or 13 and up. There's not a lot of people that shop in that area. So I actually get some nice sneakers for good prices. Well, Gibsons are good, but not all Gibsons are good. Oh, you blocked the Troms? Yeah. I did on some of mine. But there's... Never fry bacon when naked. Cosmic. That's the funniest fucking thing I've heard in a while. Dude, I've never tried to fry bacon. I air fry stuff now. Never fry bacon when you're naked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now you know what to send me for Christmas? Yeah. That's too funny. You know, I went to see Patrick and Dave play the other weekend. As a matter of fact, I was sitting in the bar. There was a couple sitting here. and I was sitting on the corner, and I was talking to a guy I knew, and I was drinking, and the girl said, "You have humongous hands." I go, "Well, he's got big hands," and he was about 6'3", and he stuck his hands up, and they were almost the same size. But I shrunk because of my back with the scoliosis and the 6 bulging discs. I was about 6'1", 6'2". Now I'm just like a hair under 6 foot. It might be a hit country song. That's too funny, man. That's hilarious. Don't fry bacon naked. That's something that I would have probably tried. I don't really cook anymore. I do grill. But I know what you mean when that bacon starts popping, man. I've had that hit me in the face like a long time ago. Pop and catch me like on the cheek. Then I get like Zach, what fucking bacon. God, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Then get him on. Oh man, that's hilarious. Don't get on a ladder naked either. Never fry bacon naked. Don't get on a ladder naked. Don't fry bacon naked. Cosmic, you need to write a book. Things to do when you're naked. No, things not to do while you're naked. Trimming trees, frying bacon, getting on ladders. The Naked Book for Dummies. Oh my God. Never fry bacon when you're naked. That could be a country hit, man. You're right, Scott. Oh my God. Don't go on stage naked. Well, there is a funny story about that, Gigi. Oh, I didn't actually go on naked, but somehow the pants were so tight they didn't hold up to what they were supposed to. I didn't wear underwear in expose because I had like these really tight custom pants, and I split them, and everything kind of popped out at the bottom. I had to bend over, and then I had somebody. So the moral of the story was always bring an extra pair of pants to the side of the stage. And we had these curtains because we would do costume changes, the girls, not me. And I had leather jackets, and I would take them off. So all I had was pants on and boots. And I actually had to, in between songs, kind of walk over and be careful of one of the wood chippers, hedging bushes. Yeah, a thermoseal press, vacuum seal. Oh my God. Gaffer tape. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. That was the one and only time out of all those years on stage that ever happened to me. The Velvet Hammer had swung. The Velvet Hammer. Special appearance. You can get your VIP, pay for your VIP meet and greet with the Velvet Hammer after the show. Oh my God. You should have wore a kilt. Yeah, like Zach. Zach Wild. That's why Steven Tyler has all those calls on. Hold on a second. That's a good idea. I don't have that problem anymore, though. I'll wear like just regular tight jeans or something on stage. But I do wear underwear now. I'm not taking that chance again. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Things that happen while you're on stage. And it wasn't just like a small gig. It was like 100,000 people. It was outside. It was daylight. So it wasn't like it was dark. He cut the lights on that side of the stage. Oh my god. All right, Michael. It's called you names. Oh man, that's funny, brother. You have a good day, sir. I hope I made you laugh. I'm changing my name to the funny guitarist. Velvet Hammer says. Oh my god, that's too funny. I'm gonna take off soon. I'm gonna have to barbecue something. He keeps saying barbecue. He keeps making me think of barbecue. What I have for lunch today? Seafood salad. Gourmet seafood salad. Man, that was good. All right. So here's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take off. But I'm gonna see something. So if I cut you off by accident before saying goodbye, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys now. I'll see you guys Sunday at 8. I hear the dog barking, but I want to see what happens when I hit this. That didn't do nothing. Oh, I see my count now. It made my count come back. 26 or 28. I can't see. Oh, there you go. When I hit that, it made everything come down in the screen. So I must have hit something before. So we'll see. I'll see you guys Sunday at 8 p.m. as always. It's always an honor and pleasure to come on here and talk to everybody. Again, it's no fun without you guys. Or I'd be Zach talking to myself in the bathroom. You watch him come on. Oh, the sauce really helps. Oh man, that's funny too. All right, everybody, I'll see you. Horseradish. I'll see you guys Sunday. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys.